Hello everyone, this is Fenris Lycon here for our 5th episode of Surviving Mars. We'll be getting our rocket back to Earth. I will say, without any cold waves or dust storms, this hardest map is definitely way easier. I do expect to probably have a hot fix for just some of the issues with, for example, the ramps. I don't know about these disasters. Checks happening. I do think I did a way better job in the first series. I believe I switched these wedges. So I had the apartments here, or the living complex. Our surface wood here. That way, once I do build another dome, let's get it loaded up, and then we'll send it back to Earth. But once we get our additional dome here, where we can make use of our rare metal deposit, we could have connected them very easily with a ramp or a tunnel. Surface passage, I think there is what it's technically called. Me saying the name backwards. Below and beyond and below. That's alright. So we almost have all the rare metals loaded. We can get it back. I do want to get a additional I want to get an additional drone hub. We'll be able to then do the ramps around the map. We'll also be able to put our sensor towers all around. If we are planning on, so we do have enough polymers to do the basic dome.
Sector scanned.
Nice feature over here too, but we do have a moisture vaporizer hanging out. And without any of those disasters, we do have quite a bit of water stored up. So if they do hit, or I should say when they do hit, we should be all fine. I hope my audio is all set. I've been trying to play around with that, and I always have issues with that. But for any kind of changes they're going to be making, hopefully they'll come out this week. And I do owe the mod makers that increase the top speed and even the middle speed, I owe them a coffee or a beer, because oh man, is it a delight to have. But at least for the new, I hope this DLC does really well. I think the new maps, and we'll see more once we get into it, was sufficiently ambitious for their first DLC. And these things tend to get released in the middle of the week, as this one was, because their developers can then work on any changes, any bugs that get found during the first week of release. So hopefully we'll see that. I've worked in software development myself, so I kind of totally get the crunch. And it is a smaller company, so I bet there might have been a little releaser kind of die going on. Need to get something out, get a revenue stream. So if this does well, there'll definitely be good incentive for additional DLCs in the future, which I think is the plan for them. How is our dome looking? We almost have our ranch fully ready for all of our people. We have 2 more residence slots, so we will kind of need to think about the additional dome, where we can hit only one of the vistas, but then we can make use of this rare metal extractors. We do have, let's see, for the ages, we are a little bit top heavy with our initial wave, so we will have that to deal with. I will say, getting the population to move into a new dome is always a little tricky when you're trying to do it naturally. Wow, only 500 for 50 machine parts? That's Very expensive, Europe. Very expensive. We're currently working through our first breakthrough, the hypersensitive photovarics, which if we do get a cold wave will be swimming power. And just to kind of fill in the ending time, I will say at least this is very extroverted for me as an introverted person. I have to kind of think of things to talk about to fill the time. It's definitely something that I'm working on with my series, and this will be like my ultimate challenge with very much all this kind of dead time. I do have the option to kind of speed things up in post-edit, but we have a new like radio channel. I do want to have that kind of people to be able to enjoy that, but if I speed it up in post-edit, the music gets all mangled, sped up, changed. I do like this channel. And I will say, it is very tough to, if I don't list it down on paper,
Sector
think of
scan.
all the topics I thought about kind of covering just to fill space up. Let's see, let's take, we do need to get a few more sectors selected for our scanning. And this episode might basically just be, again, the rocket to and from Earth. I don't think in the next one, but maybe the one after, because we'll have our RC commander, we'll have our transport, where we'll be able to build the sensor hubs around. We should be able to at least scan one of those underground ones. Man, everyone wants electronics. And that's actually a thing to really consider. If we're going to be able to scan, maybe we also want to bring another RC Explorer with this rocket. If the money works out, I think I want to do that. Because then at least it will give us something to do while we're waiting. We can go explore and scan some of the anomalies down there. So that could actually be very interesting. And if we're not, we have a whole bunch of parts and maintenance and whatnot, because we're not really paying as much without any dust storms to increase the maintenance. And
Resources are low.
we're also using kind of less buildings for the cold wave. We haven't had to build out, say, more wind turbines, more solar, which is only metals, but every pause I'm like waiting for the mission or the radio host to kind of start talking. So that's, if you hear me doing that, I hope it comes through. I'm with the new kind of layout I have, I've always struggled with the mic, but I don't have the walls to kind of bounce my sound
Funding received.
back. Ooh, excellent. Let's go shopping. We definitely want a commander. We do want an explorer. Alright, that is most of our money. Is there anything else we need? A little more polymers would be good. We are on Mars Gate, so electronics will eventually be good. But I think we can wait on that. Yeah, I like this. Let's get that back to Mars. We could also, I think, to help build our food up faster, Let's actually do a higher workshop, or I should say a heavy workload. We could also think about doing another food. We could do rabbits and with chickens. I think we have enough water for that. How much is what's our water budget? Like, we're very 0.1. We're almost full. Let's do rabbits and then chickens. Get some variety. Ooh, and our concrete extractor is full. Hey. Let's get that down. We do want to get this all mined out. We're almost done, actually. Then we can get rid of this, free up some space, or we maybe do something a little funky, and
Sector
we'll
scan.
have to rearrange these slightly.
Research complete.
Let's go get the excellent. So we have tons and tons of power now during the day, so we should be good there. The anomalies are pretty fun, I will say. They're kind of triggering extra anomalies, or like they're not dealing with their types, so they're doing kind of the more fun ones. We're looking really, really good though. But this is, even if we had disasters, this would be where I would think of us doing good, because we're on our second resupply. We could reflect on... Ooh, was that another Mars quake? I was zooming in and out, so it was a little tough to tell. They're quick. They're really quick, so it's tough. I wonder what they look like underground. I wonder if, because we've waited so
Anomaly
long...
found.
It's not every day that we have the luxury to choose from what Mars has to offer.
I think we'll do the rare metals deposit. Where was that shown? So if we double click, this is actually pretty nice. Very high. Wow. Up here's pretty nice, I will say. With the extenders, we could consider like kind of connecting them. But we do have the shuttle hub. Oh, we have a bunch of polymers and good things up here. There were meteors. I think once those dust devils... grab the ones over here. Nice and close to our colony. Have you go off. We do want you ready for once the commander is here. We're fully kind of committed now to space-wise. I think I'll open all these up. Yeah, they'll get shifted a little bit, but we kind of need it for the sanity. And if we do drop it down, because we don't really need all of them there, I think some of them will move back to the ranch. I won't do it in this one, but in the next one I think I will do my kind of standard comfort talk. I normally do that way earlier, but I was very excited about the DLC. Will be my topic of choice for the new episode. Although maybe I'll have to kind of also think of other things to fill kind of this quiet space. I am very much saved by this new radio, I feel. So I do have that going for me. We actually probably want to get a fuel depot down. We haven't been needing to turn the these off during, say, a dust storm when we couldn't produce water, so they've been running for much longer. So we're doing way better on fuel than we were expected. Okay, you're taking a planetary.
Sector
one?
scanned.
That's not one we super care about. It would be nice, especially because we haven't actually gotten any of the ones that allow us to see further down the texture tree. So we're pretty limited in the ones we can select. Oh, we did get one, it looks like. Oh, they've all been in the recon expansion, that's why. But normally they are more common, so those are all I do like seeing them kind of in the beginning and be able to pick them up before you get the additional research anomalies. Yeah, we're gonna let you have that, Europe.
It's time for another letter from our listeners.
Resources are low.
One from Franny6, who writes, Dear Sue, it's crazy how lonely people are on Earth. Here on Mars, there's not a lot to choose from, but they got billions to pick from. What are they doing? Looking for love in the depths of space? Ah, yes, I get those same emails. Interplanetary romance. Are these relationships destined to burn up like metaphoric meteors? Or can they open up our mental spacescapes and offer new horizons for exploration and personal growth? Either way you look at it, there's no taming this spacefaring heart. Let's have a think about that while we listen to some more music.
Very weird-ish kind of radio host. Ah, excellent. Let's get you landed.
Research complete.
And we'll kind of call it there. This is our second supply, but it's definitely making fun of lonely signals on Earth, so pretty funny. Well, this is Fenris Lycon, signing off, and I'll see you in the next one. We'll build our ramps, and we'll set ourselves up to actually hit those underground deposits, and we do actually have an extra explorer to leave down there, where we won't have to build the elevator. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next episode.